Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and this is our second bout of the Ornhard Brock Lesnar versus Mysterio. And now we see an F5 coming in, but Mysterio is actually fighting back. He's actually fighting back, and he got out of Brock Lesnar's F5. And we see he tried to hit Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar comes in for a powerbomb, showing why he is the beat. And there is no ref. We see the ref is directed by one of the N.W members, aka in a circle group. Great Muda. Sorry, I can't see the screen roll. And we see Minio Koken, low blow Undertaker to give a chance Mysterio to hit the chokeslam on Brock, giving him his win against Brock Lesnar and making him advance to the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with another match. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. And now who you think is going to win? And now the grapple. And we see that, I think Braun just knees Seth. And he does a suplex to Seth Rollins' neck right there. And Seth Rollins gets up and he's springboards over and he thinks he outsmarted Braun. But Braun looks at him and says, "Who are you?" And then another suplex to him. And then it gets him up. We see that Seth Rollins uses the corner, hits him, and then he's coming in with the stop right there. Catching Braun Breaker off guard. He's going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. I think Braun Breaker is either 1 and 3 or 1 or 2 right now against Seth Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another on-card match, and this is still another one contenders to see who will be in the semifinals. And now the match begins, and we see it's Hulk Hogan versus Chris Jericho. And we see Hulk Hogan hits a clothesline on Chris Jericho, and he's trying to hit the Judas effect, make a fun of Chris Jericho, but Chris Jericho hits the code breaker right there on Hulk Hogan, gets up and he's playing the Judas effect, but Hulk Hogan doing his new moves, hitting, I guess, a roundhouse. I don't even know what that's called. I never see Hulk Hogan does that. I think that's more like a Japan thing. He rips his shirt, but Chris Jericho gets on him. Oh, he removes the cat. Wait a minute, that's not a set. And Hulk Hogan body slams him from the top rope. He elbows Chris Jericho's face, and now he's gonna hit the leg drop. But Chris Jericho caught it, and he's putting him down. And he gets him for the submission. He's getting him for the submission. He is getting him. No way, and the ref is looking. And the ref decided Hulk Hogan gave up. He gave up, and Chris Jericho celebrating. And Hulk Hogan realized, damn it, I gave up, really. I tapped. Ladies and gentlemen, this is footage of the Brian Cage group pressing up against the Great Muta that we want a title match or we will hurt you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. This is a tag team match with the Brian Cage group and Matt Riddle and Vulture. They're friends, but stuff has been going on after Matt Riddle lost the title. We see his face is so bloody up, and we see Iron Man is doing good hits, but Iron Man got kneed by Matt Riddle, and we see now they're jumping him, but Vulture trying to get him to get a drop kick, and we see a choke slam from Gold, knocking out Matt in 2 and a 3 count right there. And we see Great Muta is pressing up Iron Man. And we see now he's looking ready to do anything. And that's Randy Orton. Randy Orton on another attack. And we see Vulture try to attack Randy, but he attacked his best friend. And Randy just steps on Vulture, realizing this was a good opportunity. Matt is knocked out due to Vulture's mistake right there, as the Great Muta is getting pressed by both. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last round 1 for the Owen Hart Cup. It is Jon Moxley versus the group leader of Brian Cage group, Brian Cage himself. And now this is going hard hitting. We see the elbow from Moxley, then the elbow from Brian Cage. And now another elbow from Cage. And now clothesline from Cage. And Cage got booted by Moxley. And now Cage comes in with the elbow, but Moxley flips over and he gets him for the paradigm shift right there. Oh my God, his chest and his side, Moxley's chest hurts, and a current stop to Brian Cage's head. Jesus, I promise you, he's gonna have a bad headache. And now he is picking him up, trying to have the last move. And Brian Cage hits him up, and the Alabama slam. It gets him, and a brain buster. 1, 2, and 3. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Cage won after Moxley decided to take Brian Cage out. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last match, the main event, the Owen champion. Will we have Logan Paul, our still Owen champion, or will we have Roman Reigns, the new Owen champion? Hopefully. but we see the big boot, and we see that now Roman grabs Logan Paul, and now he's talking trash. And now he realizes he's going to get him for a lock, but Logan Paul comes in, and he about to hit the three amigos, and he gets him for the first one. The first one, it probably was just a mistake, but now he tried to get for the third one, got distracted from it after hitting his own head, and Uranagi on the corner. And now Roman Reigns going back right now, and he's coming in with the Superman punch, but Logan Paul hits his punch too, his titanium hand, and the referee's counting 1, 2, and kick out by Logan Paul, and Logan Paul did not kick out Roman Reigns, Boost champion, and he slams Roman Reigns to the corner, and he's climbing up, making sure he flips Roman over, and getting it for that call that reverse. Oh my god, I devastating DDT, and he goes for the pin, and that's a 2, and there's your 3. Logan Paul wins, but almost probably hurting himself, and probably breaking Roman Reigns' head. Gentlemen, after attacks back and forth, Darby Allin has officially called out Scott Steiner for the Hardcore Champion, and we know that Scott Steiner did beat Darby Allin, smashing him in a fatal 4-way to retain his title. Ladies and gentlemen, this is official. The Shield, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns going against the Vision, Braun Breaker, and the Own Her champion, Logan Paul, for the number 1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team titles. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scott Steiner's, 10th defense in his 10th will be Darby Allin. Can Darby Allin beat Scott Steiner for the Hardcore Championship?